How do you take care of the well-being of your brain? I was copying some sheet music yesterday, and it made me think that music is a completely different type of literacy, which engages absolutely different areas in your brain compared to the traditional, the reading, which I also love very much, obviously. So I started thinking, what are the different ways, what are the different practices that we can do to keep our brain healthy and young into the old age, or in other words, sharp and alert and functioning. And music, of course, is one way. You could learn a musical instrument or just musical literacy, not for perfection, not for mastery, but for the health of your brain, as something that will engage a completely different area of your brain than what you normally do. Another way would be to learn an actual foreign language, for example, Chinese or Italian or Spanish or Latin. A few years ago, I used to have a hobby. I would pick up the basics of a language if I was going to another country. And the point wasn't the mastery or even the communication, but to understand the logic, the sound of the language, maybe a little bit of the culture. In that aspect, Chinese is an amazing language. Now, another way to keep your brain alert would be to pick up a hobby that has nothing to do with your everyday work. And here, for example, is the hobby I used to have when I was a kid. I used to go to the art school. This is one picture I did when I was a teenager. Or you could pick up handicrafts. For example, my grandma embroidered this picture, or pottery, anything that makes you work with your hands, for example, look at the world in a different way, and that engages your brain in a very different way. Now, the third way to take care of well-being and health of your brain would be sports. Maybe not jogging and gym, which are really great spots for your, for exercising, for your health. But for the health of your brain, maybe you would want to pick up something a little bit different, unusual, something like dancing or horseback riding, or in my case, that would be boxing. Contrary to a very common misconception, it does engage a lot of your brain. So something to engage your brain, and not for the mastery, not for professional achievements, not even for your health of your body, but for the health of your brain. So these are the three ways I can think of. Now, share with me, how do you take care of the health of your brain? What do you do to keep your brain young, healthy, and sharp into the old age?